Students, so in this video, we have to learn the gas laws. So what is the mean by the gas laws? Means simple. Here the gas laws indicates the relation between the pressure of the gas, volume of the gas, temperature of the gas and number of moles of a gas. That means the laws which will be explain the relation between the pressure, volume and temperature of the gases, simply that is called as a gas laws. So in this gas laws, first gas law is the Boyle's law. How we can define the Boyle's law? Means here at constant temperature. Okay, students, at constant temperature, given volume of a gas, at constant temperature, given mass of a gas, volume is inversely proportional to pressure of the gas. Simply that is called as a Boyle's law. Boyle's law means which is constant temperature of that gas will put in a constant. So at constant temperature, volume of a gas inversely proportional to pressure of the gas, that is called as a Boyle's law. So mathematically it is represented as V is proportional to 1 by P. Means volume and pressure, the relation is inversely proportional relation. So when we remove this proportionality, we get the constant. That is V is equals to some constant into 1 by P. When we are remove the proportionality symbol, how we can get constant? We should get the constant. So V is equals to constant into 1 by P. On cross multiplication, PV is equals to constant. So it is also indicates the Boyle's law. Boyle's law means PV is equals to constant. That relation is also indicates the Boyle's law. So when this Boyle's law PV is equals to constant is applied for any two gases, finally we get the P1 V1 is equals to P2 V2. P1 V1 is equals to P2 V2. So these are the mathematical representation of the Boyle's law in between pressure and volume. At constant temperature, given mass of a gas, volume is inversely proportional to pressure. Simple, volume is inversely proportional to pressure. Simply that is called as a Boyle's law. Mathematically it is represented as V is proportional to 1 by P, or PV is equals to constant, or P1 V1 is equals to P2 V2. So this is about the Boyle's law. For this Boyle's law, simply we should represent it by using the graph, that is the graphical representation. So on that graphical representation, we should draw the graph between the pressure and value. So for example, pressure and value. Here the pressure volume relation is the inversely proportional. So on x-axis we should take the volume, on y-axis if we should take the pressure, then the relation between pressure and volume is the inversely proportional. So we are get the graph like a parabola in this model. So if we take the T1 temperature, if we take the T2 temperature and T3 temperature, here this curve is the T1, this curve is the T2, this curve is the T3, then here the T3 is greater than T2 is greater than T1. So this is the simple graphical representation for Boyle's law when we draw the graph between the pressure and volume at constant temperature T1, T2 and T3. Then another graphical representation is also present for the Boyle's law. Here the representation is in between pressure and inverse of the value, that is the 1 by V. So in y-axis if we take the pressure, and on x-axis if we take the 1 by V. Pressure and 1 by V, when we draw the graph between pressure and 1 by V, at the straight line through the origin. For example, this is the T3 temperature, example this is the T1, this is the T1 temperature. So this is the graph is indicate in between the pressure and 1 by V. Here this is the value, this is the inverse of value 1 by V. So this is the simple graphical representation for Boyle's law. And another graphical representation is also present for the Boyle's law, that is the PV and P value. Okay students, PV on y-axis if we take the PV, on x-axis if we take the pressure, then when we draw the graph between the PV and pressure of the gas, here the graph will be look like this model. So this is the simple graphical representation for Boyle's law. So here these graphs, here we should draw at a constant temperature. So at a constant temperature, when we draw the graph between the pressure and volume, that will be called as isotherms. Isotherms. Okay student, what is the mean by the isotherms means? When we draw the graph in between the pressure and volume at constant temperature, the graphs in between the pressure and volume, simply that is called as a isotherms. So this is about the meaning of the Boyle's law. Then another gas law, that is the Charles law. Simple. Boyle's law means which will be taken constant, temperature of the gas will taken constant. But Charles law, here we should take the constant pressure. Okay students, at a constant pressure, the mass of a gas, the volume is directly proportional to the absolute temperature. Simply that is called as a Charles law. Simple. At constant pressure, the volume of a gas is directly proportional to absolute temperature. At constant pressure, the volume of a gas is directly proportional to absolute temperature. Simply that is called as a Charles law. Mathematically it is represented with V is proportional to T. V is directly proportional to absolute temperature T. And it is also indicated with V by T is equals to constant. V by T is equals to constant. So when it is applicable to any two gases, so Charles law mathematically indicated with V1 by T1 is equals to V2 by T2. V1 by T1 is equals to V2 by T2. So these relations will be tells us this is the mathematical representation of the Charles law. How we can define Charles law? At constant pressure, the volume of a gas is directly proportional to absolute temperature. So here also when we draw the graph between the volume and temperature at constant pressure, on y-axis if we take the volume, on x-axis if we take the temperature, then this is the P1, P2, P3 pressure. So this is the graph for Charles law at constant pressure P1, P2, P3 and in between the volume and temperature. So this is the Charles law. And here this Charles law, we should take the constant pressure and relation will explain in between the volume and temperature. And another Charles law is also present. For example, this is the Charles first law, Charles second law. So at the Charles second law, we should explain the relation between the pressure and temperature. So on that condition, if we take the at constant value, at at constant volume. At constant volume, pressure of the gas is directly proportional to the absolute temperature. Okay, students. Another relation for pressure and temperature at a constant volume, simply that is also called as a Charles second law. Here this Charles second law can be explained at constant volume. The pressure of a gas is directly proportional to absolute temperature. That is called as a Charles second law. Mathematically, that is P is proportional to the T, or P by T is equals to constant, or P1 by T1 is equals to P2 by T2. So this is the mathematical representation for Charles second law. Here also, when we draw the graph between the which one, pressure and temperature, this is the straight line through the origin at constant value. So this is about the Charles law. So here we should draw the graph between the volume and temperature, or pressure and temperature, but at constant pressure. So at constant temperature, that graphs is the isotherms. At constant pressure, these graphs will be called as a isobars. At constant pressure, when we draw the graph between the volume and temperature, that graph will be called as a isobars. Similarly, at constant volume, when we draw the graph between the pressure and temperature, that will be called as a isocores. Okay, students, here there are the three terminology: isotherms, isobars, isocores. Simple. Isotherms means at constant temperature, the graph between the volume and pressure. Isobars means at constant pressure, the graphs between the volume and temperature, that is the isobars. Isocores means at constant volume, the graph between the pressure and temperature, that is called as a isocores. So this is about the meaning of the Charles law. So another gas law, that is the Avogadro's law. So another one is Avogadro's law. Simple meaning of the Avogadro's law. Under similar condition of the temperature and pressure, equal volume of gas is contains the equal number of molecules. Simply that is called as a Avogadro's law. How it can define? Under similar condition of given temperature and pressure, equal volumes containing gases having the equal number of moles or equal number of molecules, that is called as a Avogadro's law. Or another way, for simple definition for Avogadro's law, given temperature and pressure, the volume of a gas is directly proportional to the number of moles. Simply that is called as a Avogadro's law. So these are the gas laws, Boyle's law, Charles law and Avogadro's law. So by using these three laws, we should derive the ideal gas equation. Okay, next our topic is in this chapter, ideal gas equation. What is the ideal gas equation and how it can derive? Means simple. So already we have to know Boyle's law, that is the V is proportional to 1 by P at constant temperature. Let that is used as a equation 1. And Charles law, that is the V is proportional to T, that is used as a equation 2. And Avogadro's law, that is V is proportional to N, that is used as a equation 3. From equation 1 to 3, all equations will be volume will be common. So we should write it is volume proportional 1 by P, volume proportional to T, volume proportional to the N. By using the three equations, we should written as V is proportional to 1 by P into T into N. So already we have to know when we are remove the proportionality, we get the constant. Here the constant is, so V is proportional to N by P. When we are remove the proportionality, we get the constant. Here the constant is capital R. So that equation is converted as V is equals to capital R constant into T N by P. So on cross multiplication, PV is equals to N R T. So PV is equals to nRT. This is the ideal gas equation. So this is our ideal gas equation. What is the ideal gas equation? PV is equals to small n, capital R, capital T. So this is the ideal gas equation. Simply it is called as a n moles of ideal gas equation. So for 1 mole means number of moles is equals to 1. So for 1 mole, here we are putting 1 in place of the small n, then PV is equals to RT. So this is the 1 mole of ideal gas equation. Simple. N moles of ideal gas equation, PV is equals to nRT. 1 mole of ideal gas equation, PV is equals to RT. So this is the ideal gas equation, can be derived by using the gas laws, that is the Boyle's law, Charles law and Avogadro's law. Simple derivation. And in this equation, PV is equals to nRT, where P is the pressure of the gas, V is the volume of the gas, T is the absolute temperature, N is the number of moles, capital R is the universal gas constant. Universal gas constant. It will have the constant value. For example, that universal gas constant, capital R values is 8.314 joule per Kelvin per mole. In joules, 8.314. So in liter atmosphere, 0.0821 liter atmosphere per Kelvin per mole. In calories, approximately it is equals to 2 calories. Okay, students. This is the universal gas constant value. You should remember that universal gas constant values in calories 2, in joules 8.314 joules per Kelvin per mole. In liter atmosphere 0.0821 liter atmosphere per Kelvin per mole. So this is the ideal gas equation. What is the ideal gas equation? PV is equals to nRT. For 1 mole of ideal gas equation, PV is equals to RT.